All right, we're about to hit the 2-minute mark of me just preparing my stuff. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Wake up, wake up. You already know. It's Omni Cosmic. You are on Love Your Soul and Not Your Role. Morning Surrender Prayer on Majestic Monday. Let me write that down. We're doing numbers today, so we're starting off with numbers because we finished Leviticus. It's kind of going chronological at this point because all the back books were already read. Psalms is really long, but we get there. We get there when we get there. Got some phlegm built up. I really believe that this is from eating. I ate pizza this weekend, but already kicked it up a notch. I got it used to be just cayenne, garlic, and cloves. I kicked it up maybe two notches. I put cinnamon, a lemon. So I kicked it up about 2, and honey, 3 notches. So as I've learned, this is gonna get rid of all that phlegm. It's gonna help me kill parasites, which is what I'm trying to do. But I had some pizza on Friday. I can feel the result because I wasn't eating that type of food for like 2 weeks, and I definitely feel the difference in everything, in my energy, in my focus. Yeah, I feel a lot more different. I feel a little heavier. And this was on Friday. Today's Monday. So I didn't eat anything that contained flour or meats since Friday. So today's Majestic Monday. I know you had a great end of week, and Sabbath was there for you. If you studied, if you read, if you meditated, cool. And if not, cool. So we found out some stuff about Leviticus, about the Bible in it as a whole. But I'm not gonna disseminate it in that fashion. Debunking stuff, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna read it, and then you can get what you get out of it. Study if you want to. Write some notes down. But very interesting, to say the least. If you read the Bible and you're not roboticized about what it means, what it contains, how it can guide your life. It's a whole different world when you read it on your own and you begin to research on your own. Some folks may come up with ideas that no one else has thought of, because I do see it as a living word. I do see it that you gain different perspectives the more you read, the more curious you want to be about the people in here, about the people it talks about, who they are. Breaking down, like we broke down the word Lord, find out it meant Beelzebub or whatever his name is, the Lord of Flies. Interesting, and also it was disheartening. It was scary to realize that, hello, hi, good morning. Good morning. I don't say good morning. See, this is something that I got to get out of. Grand rising, let's say that. But when you're conditioned to think a certain way, it's very difficult to get out of that. Like, normally I drink coffee. Normally, almost every day. On my past self used to drink coffee. Now I'm drinking this. I drink coffee. I'm gonna drink some coffee later, but normally it would be coffee. I drink water in the morning and I make this thing. If you haven't seen it, that's 2 garlic cloves. Those are cloves. I got cinnamon, cayenne, honey, and lemon, as you can see. Very helpful. I feel the results immediately. That's used for medicinal purposes. You can already see my voice is clearing up. It was a little bit raspy. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You already know. Love your soul, not your role. Listen twice and speak once. Yeah. So as we go reading the Bible, we're going to learn things that we weren't taught. We're going to learn things that we were taught that are not in the Bible. We're going to be able to see the changes that were made by man in the Bible. And some of the stuff that you listen to, that you're going to listen to, it's pretty much, spiritually, it's devastating. Like, it's like, wow, really, that's a lie. And most of the Bible, this Bible, anyway, the Old Testament doesn't apply to indigenous folks. It's for the Israelites. So if you believe, or if you understand, or if you got paperwork saying that you're an Israelite, then this is for you. If not, then it's not. I'm looking at it as, for me, is a study of supposed spirituality, of supposed, obedience to a one God. When my people, Puerto Ricans, had more than one God. They had like the grass god, and don't quote me on that, but I know because I've studied Yoruba. I also studied that other religion from Africa. So they brought that over. Then you're gonna go back to Africa to look at the Egyptians, their Bible, their first Bible, and see what pertains to you. What does pertain to you is following in the steps of God, of Yahweh. I'm gonna stop saying God as well, because that means the same thing as Lord. And it's really difficult to uncondition yourself from the way you've been conditioned, because you don't have the information. And when you get the information, you begin to use that old frame of thought. So you have to get away from that. How do you get away from that, Cosmic? I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. So you have to recondition your mind, the way you see things, how do you do that? You gotta, in a sense, detach yourself from all your handicaps, your cell phone. You have to not absorb, you have to observe, which I've been doing. I'm observing. Last week, say about Thursday, maybe Wednesday, I'm not sure, there was a change. I don't know if it was in me, most likely in me, because that's what I'm talking about. My ears used to ring a lot. My ears used to ring a lot. I used to hear clacking noises a lot. At one point, I thought I was going crazy. At one point, I'm like, why is this going on? Why is this continually happening? Waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning and staying awake till work. But I had energy. Like right now, I have energy. You see my voice just changed from drinking this concoction. If I would have drank coffee, it would have had a negative effect. And I already know that. So it's becoming routine. Make it routine. Do things that you didn't do before, but that are healthy for you. To clear your mind, to clear your heart, to clean your stomach. All of these things will allow you. This is all tied together. All of these cleansings, these will make you aware of what you're reading clearly, of what you're seeing, of what you're hearing clearly, of what you're saying. Because I know that if you're full of parasites from eating meat, I just ate meat on Friday, and I definitely feel different. But not that different. I am aware that I feel different. You understand what I'm saying? I feel it. I know it. But when you're full of parasites, which for me are demons. If you look at parasites and you get that close-up view, get yourself a microscope or whatever. Hello. And you'll see they look like demons. The demons that they show you in pictures, that's exactly what they look like. And those things will influence you. And remember, I'll read it to you again if I need to, that the kingdom of Yahweh is within you, not outside of you. So if the kingdom's within you, guess what else is within you? What they call hell. It's inside of you. It's not out here. You make your environment from your consciousness to your subconscious, and then you manifest through your words. I witnessed this. This is why I got this channel. Yeah, I play video games. I like video games a lot. I'm not gonna stop playing them. No. But I do love my soul. I do care about what happens to my power, to the power that was given to me from Yahweh, how I use it, how I interact with others. What's the purpose of me doing this? First of all, the purpose of me doing this channel is for me, right? I learn from it. It disciplines me, gives me something to look forward to if I'm able, if Yahweh gives me the strength to wake up the following day. Oh, he don't need me. He says, stay down there because they need you more than I do, right? Then, if I get up, I sort of kind of got a plan for the morning, right? Love your soul, not your role. I do my studies, after I work. Like today, whatever we find out, I'll do some studying about it. And then I'll talk about it the following day, but we'll move on. So love your soul, not your role. You already know. Wake up. It's omnicosmic. And here we listen twice and we speak once. Alright. Okay. So here we go. Today's Majestic Monday. Woohoo. I look forward to Majestic Monday. I really do. Just making it to Monday, right? No, I don't have Majestic Monday. I gotta make Majestic Monday. I haven't made it yet in my notes, but I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna add one so I can do it tonight. I'll do it tonight, but I don't have it today. Totally forgot to make it. So I'm gonna make a morning surrender prayer and a poem. So I like poems. No, it's not it. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to do that right now. It's going to take me a while, but I'm going to do that this afternoon or tonight. But since I don't have it, I'm going to go to Psalms. I did 25. Let me see. Let me try Psalms 19. Today's Majestic Monday. Wake up. You already know. Yahweh loves you all day, every day. So let's do Psalms 19. I'm not gonna read it out because I have the Bible on my phone. On this contraption, it's not my phone. Okay. So that's Numbers 1. Let's go here. And let's try and find. I think Psalms 19 is a good one. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna read it now that I'm there anyway. So that's the app. That's 19. 19. There you go. I'm going to press play. Dear Father God, please give us the understanding, the understanding of what we're about to listen to. May it bring us peace, health, in the name of Yahweh, all day, every day. I'm getting away from saying amen. It means Amen Ra. Getting away from saying the Holy Spirit. Even though that does exist, I know that does. But in the name of the Holy Spirit, let's do it that way. Okay, here we go. Psalm 19. I love your soul, not your rule. Come on in, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, you bird.
Psalm 19. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they reveal knowledge. They have no speech. They use no words. No sound is heard from them. Yet their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the world. In the heavens, God has pitched a tent for the sun. It is like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, like a champion rejoicing to run his course. It rises at one end of the heavens and makes its circuit to the other. Nothing is deprived of its warmth. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. The statutes of the Lord are trustworthy, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right, giving joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The decrees of the Lord are firm, and all of them are righteous. They are more precious than gold, than much pure gold. They are sweeter than honey from the honeycomb. By them your servant is warned. In keeping them there is great reward. But who can discern their own errors? Forgive my hidden faults. Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock and my redeemer.
So with the state
Psalm
of
20.
No, don't want to do that. So developing my state of mind these last couple of months, reading the Bible. The more I read it, the more I understand, the more I understand the purpose of the literature, the differences in all of these individuals and what they're doing. It's a system of control. That's what I'm getting out of it. Yahweh does exist, absolutely, but this one is not Yahweh. This one is something totally different. And again, read it. Don't take my advice for it. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a priest. I'm none of those things. I'm just a regular guy sharing my study with you, so I can discern my true being, so I can share with others what it's really like, to know. And I always say, know this. This is from Socrates, I believe. Know that you know nothing at all. So that was Psalms. It was okay. It was okay. I'm gonna write a poem, a prayer and a poem tonight. Let me write that down. So Monday prayer. And poem for next week. Okay, I'll do that today. In words, the American language is trickery. You got to watch out what you say. Even the word prayer. I mean, just listen to it. You put yourself on your knees and you pray. You become prey to who? To what? What? You understand what I'm saying? Prey. I understand the way it's written, but pray it's just semantics. If we spell it this way, maybe they'll believe this. That's what it's all about. But you're never gonna know that if you don't read the book. If you don't read many books, you're not gonna know. You're just gonna be what they want you to be, which is a battery for all this stuff that's going on. You're part of it, right? You created it. You believe in it. You watch the news. You listen to them, the governments and the people who run the entertainment industry, right? You listen to them. You're afraid because of what they say. You're afraid about what they say that may happen, and that's how they keep you in control. You cannot evolve being afraid. You cannot explore your true self being afraid, because the moment you find out what you are, who you are, that's a wrap. You need to go with that, and you will be so different from what you used to be. And I honestly believe that will be erased. The more you practice on being disciplined, on loving your soul, not your role, the more you will pull yourself away from that dynamic, from that social construct. And it's most important. If it's not important, then it's not important. But if you are looking for something different and you know that you are not what they say you are in any sense of the word, in any society, in any setting, in any place, then you need to study yourself. Psychology books, all these books written by men, right? Indigenous people didn't write books. We drew art, hieroglyphs, as they call them. And we taught by our mouths and by action. You know how I learned how to cook? I didn't go to cooking school. My grandmother showed me how to cook. My mom showed me how to cook. I would go and matter of fact, I don't know. I mean, my sister's a great cook because then she, when I was gone, she came in, but she used to come in when she was smaller and, look at what we were doing. But it's chemistry. My mom's is a chemist. My grandmother is a chemist. And they would show me how to make certain concoctions. And it's coming back. It's all coming back. This right here, I'm learning online. But it was there before. Like the clothes, my mom used to use them for certain occasions because they knew what they did. They knew the power. And they taught me that, and I lost it. I didn't lose it. It was convoluted. Don't drink that. Don't drink these things because they're not good for you. But take this pill. You see? So love your soul, not your role. Meditate. Talk to Yahweh. Ask him questions. I tend not to ask for material things because that's up to me. You got to think about that. Yahweh is not a material being. All right, you want a whip? You want a house? Here you go. Nope. That's not how that works. You have to ask him for what is real to you and him, which is your soul. Fortify my soul. Give me understanding. Make my heart, make my spiritual heart, my spiritual mind, and my spiritual belly come as that Trinity turn into one. Those are the things that are relevant to Yahweh. Not cars, not women, not houses, not money, not property, not none of that. Health either. Health has nothing to do with Yahweh. Your spiritual and soulful connection is the base of that communication when you meditate or when you talk to Yahweh. It has nothing to do with your physical. Remember, Yahweh is not a material being. And that is your subconscious. Wake up, wake up. You already know. Love your soul, not your role. Listen twice and speak once. So let's get into, it's pretty early, but Numbers is it's like 36 chapters, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 36 chapters. And then 36 chapters. And then after that, we'll do Deuteronomy and we'll just go through it. We'll just get through until we get, to all the books that we already read, which was back here when I started. All these books were already read. The letters, all the books in the front were already read. So we're in the middle, I suppose. And this is the Old Testament. We haven't gotten to the New Testament. So here we go. Love your soul, not your role. You already know. Wake up, wake up. Oh, Yahweh loves you. Always has, always will. Okay, go to the Bible. Select the book, which is Numbers in the Old Testament. Here we go. And here is 36 chapters, 36 chambers. Here we go. Chapter 1. The census. I think I know what that's about.
The Book of Numbers. Numbers chapter 1. The Lord spoke to Moses in the tent of meeting in the desert of Sinai on the first day of the second month of the second year, after the Israelites came out of Egypt. He said, "Take a census of the whole Israelite community by their clans and families, listing every man by name, one by one. You and Aaron are to count according to their divisions, all the men in Israel who are 20 years old or more, and able to serve in the army. One man from each tribe, each of them the head of his family, is to help you. These are the names of the men who are to assist you. From Reuben, Elizur, son of Shedeur. From Simeon, Shelumiel, son of Zurishaddai. From Judah, Nachshon, son of Amminadab. From Issachar, Nathanael, son of Zuar. From Zebulun, Eliab, son of Helon. From the sons of Joseph. From Ephraim, Elishama, son of Ammihud. From Manasseh, Gamaliel, son of Pedazah. From Benjamin, Abidan, son of Gideoni. From Dan, Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. From Asher, Pagiel, son of Ochran. From Gad, Eliasaph, son of Duel. From Naphtali, Ahira, son of Enan. These were the men appointed from the community, the leaders of their ancestral tribes. They were the heads of the clans of Israel. Moses and Aaron took these men whose names had been specified, and they called the whole community together on the first day of the second month. The people registered their ancestry by their clans and families, and the men 20 years old or more were listed by name, one by one, as the Lord commanded Moses. And so he counted them in the desert of Sinai. From the descendants of Reuben, the firstborn son of Israel, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, one by one, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Reuben was 46,500. From the descendants of Simeon, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were counted and listed by name, one by one, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Simeon was 59,300. From the descendants of Gad, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Gad was 45,650. From the descendants of Judah, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Judah was 74,600. From the descendants of Issachar, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Issachar was 54,400. From the descendants of Zebulun, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Zebulun was 57,400. From the sons of Joseph, from the descendants of Ephraim, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families.
So again, this is for the Israelites. He already said it. They have several clans. I think there's 12. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking, this is just me thinking, if they have records of all the family members, so those records must still exist. This is why they know who they are. Because the records that they saved, that he made them save, he told them, go do this. Why was that? What was the purpose? Probably he'll tell us later. But we don't have that opportunity. It was taken from us. We can't go back, and count our clans and who they were. And if it was written or drawn, right, then we should have access to that. But we don't. And this is how you're being destroyed in every sense of the word. Your heredity, your genealogy, you don't know who you are because it's done on purpose. Tell me I'm wrong. They got records. He's reading you the records of the tribes. 40,000, 79,000, 59,000. They know who they are because they saved their records. The Israelites. Most likely they probably know who you are as well, the historians, because, we were here. That stuff was going on over there. It has nothing to do with us. But they're making it a point to make you follow their Lord, their God, G-A-D. So have discernment with the Holy Spirit, right? And these are just words. These are just semantics. These are just forms of confusing you. What does this mean, right? Because you look at the words. They're all one word will mean like 7 different things. But what's the true meaning? There is no true meaning. There's no true meaning. It's all to confuse you. And you start studying this stuff, the more confused you get.
The number from the tribe of Ephraim was 40,500. From the descendants of Manasseh, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Manasseh was 32,200. From the descendants of Benjamin, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Benjamin was 35,400. From the descendants of Dan, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Dan was 62,700. From the descendants of Asher, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Asher was 41,500. From the descendants of Naphtali, all the men 20 years old or more who were able to serve in the army were listed by name, according to the records of their clans and families. The number from the tribe of Naphtali was 53,400. These were the men counted by Moses and Aaron and the 12 leaders of Israel, each one representing his family. All the Israelites, 20 years old or more who were able to serve in Israel's army, were counted according to their families. The total number was 603,550. The ancestral tribe of the Levites, however, was not counted along with the others. The Lord had said to Moses, "You must not count the tribe of Levi, or include them in the census of the other Israelites. Instead, appoint the Levites to be in charge of the tabernacle of the covenant law, over all its furnishings and everything belonging to it. They are to carry the tabernacle and all its furnishings. They are to take care of it and camp round it. Whenever the tabernacle is to move, the Levites are to take it down. And whenever the tabernacle is to be set up, the Levites shall do it. Anyone else who approaches it is to be put to death. The Israelites are to set up their tents by divisions, each of them in their own camp under their standard. The Levites, however, are to set up their tents round the tabernacle of the covenant law, so that my wrath will not fall on the Israelite community. The Levites are to be responsible for the care of the tabernacle of the covenant law. The Israelites did all this just as the Lord commanded Moses. Numbers chapter 2. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "The Israelites are to camp round the tent of meeting, some distance from it, each of them under their standard and holding the banners of their family. On the east, towards the sunrise, the divisions of the camp of Judah are to camp under their standard. The leader of the people of Judah is Nahshon, son of Amminadab. His division numbers 74,600. The tribe of Issachar will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Issachar is Nathanael, son of Zuar. His division numbers 54,400. The tribe of Zebulun will be next. The leader of the people of Zebulun is Eliab, son of Helon. His division numbers 57,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Judah according to their divisions number 186,000.
That term in this sense, divisions, for me means that he took all, or they were made to count all the men 20 or over. 20, I think. I don't know. Can't remember. But these are divisions of armies. That's what I'm picking up. Let me know if you think differently, which would be good.
400. They will set out first. On the south will be the divisions of the camp of Reuben under their standard. The leader of the people of Reuben is Elizur, son of Shedion. His division numbers 46,500. The tribe of Simeon will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Simeon is Shelumiel, son of Zurishadai. His division numbers 59,300. The tribe of Gad will be next. The leader of the people of Gad is Eliasaph, son of Duel. His division numbers 45,650. All the men assigned to the camp of Reuben according to their divisions number 151,450. They will set out second. Then the tent of meeting and the camp of the Levites will set out in the middle of the camps. They will set out in the same order as they set up camp, each in their own place, under their standard. On the west will be the divisions of the camp of Ephraim, under their standard. The leader of the people of Ephraim is Elishama, son of Ammihud. His division numbers 40,500. The tribe of Manasseh will be next to them. The leader of the people of Manasseh is Gamaliel, son of Pedazeh. His division numbers 32,200. The tribe of Benjamin will be next. The leader of the people of Benjamin is Abidan, son of Gideoni. His division numbers 35,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Ephraim according to their divisions number 108,100. They will set out third. On the north will be the divisions of the camp of Dan under their standard. The leader of the people of Dan is Ahijah, son of Ammishaddai. His division numbers 62,700. The tribe of Asher will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Asher is Pagiel, son of Okran. His division numbers 41,500. The tribe of Naphtali will be next. The leader of the people of Naphtali is Ahira, son of Enan. His division numbers 53,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Dan number 157,600. They will set out last under their standards. These are the Israelites, counted according to their families. All the men in the camps by their divisions number 603,550. The Levites, however, were not counted along with the other Israelites, as the Lord commanded Moses. So the Israelites did everything the Lord commanded Moses. That is the way they camped under their standards, and that is the way they set out, each of them with their clan and family. Numbers chapter 3. This is the account of the family of Aaron and Moses at the time the Lord spoke to Moses at Mount Sinai. The names of the sons of Aaron were Nadab the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Those were the names of Aaron's sons, the anointed priests, who were ordained to serve as priests. Nadab and Abihu, however, died before the Lord when they made an offering with unauthorized fire before him in the desert of Sinai. They had no sons, so Eleazar and Ithamar served as priests during the lifetime of their father Aaron. The Lord said to Moses, "Bring the tribe of Levi and present them to Aaron the priest to assist him. They are to perform duties for him and for the whole community at the tent of meeting by doing the work of the tabernacle. They are to take care of all the furnishings of the tent of meeting, fulfilling the obligations of the Israelites by doing the work of the tabernacle. Give the Levites to Aaron and his sons. They are the Israelites who are to be given wholly to him. Appoint Aaron and his sons to serve as priests. Anyone else who approaches the sanctuary is to be put to death." The Lord also said to Moses, "I have taken the Levites from among the Israelites in place of the first male offspring of every Israelite woman. The Levites are mine, for all the firstborn are mine. When I struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, I set apart for myself every firstborn in Israel, whether human or animal. They are to be mine. I am the Lord." The Lord said to Moses in the desert of Sinai, "Count the Levites by their families and clans. Count every male a month old or more." So Moses counted them as he was commanded by the word of the Lord. These were the names of the sons of Levi: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. These were the names of the Gershonite clans: Libni and Shimei. The Kohathite clans: Amram, Itzah, Hebron, and Uzziel. The Merarite clans: Malai and Mushai. These were the Levite clans according to their families. To Gershon belonged the clans of the Libnites and Shimeites. These were the Gershonite clans. The number of all the males a month old or more who were counted was 7,500. The Gershonite clans were to camp on the west behind the tabernacle. The leader of the families of the Gershonites was Eliasaph, son of Lael. At the tent of meeting, the Gershonites were responsible for the care of the tabernacle and tent, its coverings, the curtain at the entrance to the tent of meeting, the curtains of the courtyard, the curtain at the entrance to the courtyard surrounding the tabernacle and altar, and the ropes, and everything related to their use. To Kohath belonged the clans of the Amramites, Izharites, Hebronites, and Uzzielites. These were the Kohathite clans. The number of all the males a month old or more was 8,600. The Kohathites were responsible for the care of the sanctuary. The Kohathite clans were to camp on the south side of the tabernacle. The leader of the families of the Kohathite clans was Eliaphan, son of Uzziel. They were responsible for the care of the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the articles of the sanctuary used in ministering, the curtain, and everything related to their use. The chief leader of the Levites was Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest. He was appointed over those who were responsible for the care of the sanctuary. To Merari belonged the clans of the Mahlites and the Mushites. These were the Merarite clans. The number of all the males a month old or more who were counted was 6,200. The leader of the families of the Merarite clans was Zuriel, son of Abihail. They were to camp on the north side of the tabernacle. The Merarites were appointed to take care of the frames of the tabernacle, its crossbars, posts, bases, all its equipment, and everything related to their use, as well as the posts of the surrounding courtyard with their bases, tent pegs, and ropes. Moses and Aaron and his sons were to camp to the east of the tabernacle, towards the sunrise, in front of the tent of meeting. They were responsible for the care of the sanctuary on behalf of the Israelites. Anyone else who approached the sanctuary was to be put to death. The total number of Levites counted at the Lord's command by Moses and Aaron according to their clans, including every male a month old or more, was 22,000. The Lord said to Moses, "Count all the firstborn Israelite males who are a month old or more, and make a list of their names. Take the Levites for me in place of all the firstborn of the Israelites, and the livestock of the Levites in place of all the firstborn of the livestock of the Israelites. I am the Lord." So Moses counted all the firstborn of the Israelites as the Lord commanded him. The total number of firstborn males a month old or more, listed by name, was 22,273. The Lord also said to Moses, "Take the Levites in place of all the firstborn of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites in place of their livestock. The Levites are to be mine. I am the Lord. To redeem the 273 firstborn Israelites, who exceed the number of the Levites, collect 5 shekels for each one, according to the sanctuary shekel, which weighs 20 gerahs. Give the money for the redemption of the additional Israelites to Aaron and his sons." So Moses collected the redemption money from those who exceeded the number redeemed by the Levites. From the firstborn of the Israelites, he collected silver weighing 1,365 shekels, according to the sanctuary shekel. Moses gave the redemption money to Aaron and his sons, as he was commanded by the word of the Lord.
This has nothing to do with you if you're indigenous to this planet. If this book had anything to do with you, like me, you would be in this numbers. Your family would be here. It would be listed. They would be counted, and therefore you know where you come from, and you know what your destiny is, or according to man's law here in this, or the Lord's law. So it doesn't pertain to you. Now I understand why in the church they only give you particular studies. They don't read the whole Bible because most of it doesn't pertain to you. But what does pertain to you are the rules, the regulations. Not even the rituals pertain to you. But the control of what you are told to do by this Lord does pertain to you, because they make it so with fear. So read the Bible when you get a chance. Disseminate it. Go online. Cross-reference. Please do so. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody who's on the internet and trying to give you this information the way they understand it. I'm reading it straight from the Bible. I'm looking at things from my perspective. So you're listening to it too. You can look at it from your perspective. You can understand it from your perspective. I'm not nitpicking. I'm not saying, maybe later on, after I read it, right, I'll be able to, go here, but I'm not going to reference this book in anything, any other study. Maybe I will, because I'm going to be studying, this realm of spirituality and the misunderstanding that man has about spirituality, especially those who are not in this dynamic. You're not part of this. This has nothing to do with any indigenous folks. This is the Israelites, the folks that are from that part of the world right now. Now you'll be able to look at history, your story. I don't like saying history either, which is kind of weird, but you don't have a story. Indigenous people, all you know that someone tried to destroy your clans, tried to poison you, kill your women. That's what you know about you, but there's more to you than just, someone trying to destroy you in every sense of the word. There is more to you. So love your soul natural. You already know. Yahweh loves you. We will be back in mañana. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Ya tú sabes. Wake up, wake up. Love your soul natural. Listen twice and speak once.